Alrighty guys, we got a 2017 Ram 2500 diesel. We're gonna be changing the brake pads, all 4 of them today. Let's get to it. Alrighty guys, we jacked the car up and we took the tire off. That's all I'm at right now. To get to your brake pads, gotta take your brake caliper off right here, which is this top 21 millimeter and bottom millimeter, and that'll come off and we'll get to that. Alright guys, we got both those out. Now might have to just kind of gotta wiggle it out.
That red bucket
and it'll come all out.
Should come right under you.
Woo! And then just have a little bucket to support it on. You don't want to break your brake line right here. If you break that, you're gonna have some problems. You won't be stopping very easy. Next, we'll take these brakes out. Just kind of push on it. You see, you kind of push, and then it'll come out, and then do on the caliper side as well. Kind of push it out. You put your finger on it and grab it. There we go. And that's out. And then we'll make sure we put in the matching brake pad for brake pad. Before I put them back in, you do need to squeeze your caliper back in, because as you're using your brakes, your caliper is squeezing further and further out as your brakes are wearing down. So we're going to squeeze that back in, and I'll show you how we do that with just a C-clamp. You don't need any special tool to do this at all. Remember guys, if you live in the south and it's summertime at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, get yourself a big huge fan, kind of at least have some airflow around here. It's a little hot out here. But to squeeze these in, I'm gonna just take an old brake pad. I'm gonna put it in there backwards like so. Do one C-clamp on here, one to the brakes, and just squeeze it and push my caliper back in. Make sure you have it kind of level. If not, just make sure you get both sides. If you do one side at a time, it's not going to hurt. You just want to get them squeezed back out, so that way you can get your new brake pads in on your rotor. Hopefully you guys can tell the difference how that got pushed back in. The caliper was probably out to here on the inside of my finger, and you can see they got pushed further back in, which is what we want. We'll go ahead and get the new brakes installed. Should slide right over our rotor here. Get our two 21 millimeter bolts back in there. Get the tire back in, drop the car, and then we'll pump the brakes. For this side, once we're done here, we'll pump the brakes and make sure that this caliper is working, and it'll kind of go to the spot it wants to sit at while it's driving. Alright, we got the new ones in there. Don't forget, you do get brake grease, lubricant. Just put a little bit on the brakes, not too much. Did you open that? good enough for one side there, or half a side. You want to do that for both sides, both brakes, all four of them, front and back. Alright guys, now that we got it all lubed up, we'll go ahead and throw it back on. So it should just go on, and you just kind of wiggle with it to get to line up your getting your 21mm bolts here. Get them both started. Don't tighten one all the way down. That way, if you don't get the second one lined up, you're fighting for it. So get them both lined up before you fully tighten them. So there's one of them going in there. Come down here, get the bottom one. That's going in now. So now I can tighten them. And that's how you do your brakes. It's going to be the same for the exact same side, and the fronts are the exact same. Hope you liked the video. Again, once we drop it, we'll kind of pump the brakes, make sure it works. And other than that, that's all it is to your brake pads. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you.